Guess what, everybody? You know what time it is. It's time for another bold and deadly review. And for this week, we're going to be reviewing Gnawgahyde here with his pet boar. And so, without further ado, let's see what we can do. Okay, so we've got Gnawgahyde right here, but take a look at this. There's a lot of sun fade on the front of his pants, and how do I know? Because all of that is literally perfectly blue there. I could leave that alone, and it may add a bit of character, but I have got myself a spare pants or legs from Gnawgahyde. This here is a bit damaged, so I need to repair that. So I reckon I should just basically take his accessory off and start to repair his legs. So give me a minute and we'll take them apart for a moment, alright? Okay. That's a pretty good O-ring, actually. Right, as I discovered before, with most figures, for that O-ring, put it in a sitting position, and it actually stops all the stress of that crutch. So it's literally is tickety boo. Alright, that's not too bad. Just gotta look at this heel. So I reckon the easiest way of fixing this is a dollop of hot glue gun. Okay, let's start building this heel.
Every night are we paradise, seems so far away. Still I try to buy myself some time to get me to that place. All I want is you. Staying up till we want to. Tell you what, I bet that we could see it new.
So that's pretty good. Allow it to cool down, and then I can shape it. Okay, so this is cooled down. I'm about to use a emery board to basically shape it. Right, that's looking pretty good now. Just want to show you that I quickly re-drill the hole, and this is actually by hand. I just literally lined it up and just a couple of turns, and there you go. Sweet, that's looking awesome. Right, what's next is just basically give it a paint, and it should be good to go. So I'll just leave it like that for the time being. Well, actually, I don't actually need this. I can just leave it like that. Right, so I'm using the Tameo Colour acrylic paint, semi-gloss X18. And that's basically good to go. Right, leave it alone to dry, and then we do the full review coming out soon. Okay, so this is the Dreadnok Poacher Gnawgahyde with his pet boar, pork belly. Well, we only know it's called pork belly as of recently with his classified figure. So anyway, that's another review. So yeah, this guy here was released in 1989, and I believe he was discontinued in 1980 or 1990 actually, 1991, to my best knowledge. So let's take a good look at his accessories right now, and then we move on to the sculpt, design, and color of Gnawgahyde. And let's move, say, his boar aside for one moment. So the first thing we're going to do is remove his rifle, and it just says on the card out a rifle. So we'll just move Gnawgahyde right here. This is a pretty good looking rifle. I would say it's probably like a hunting rifle. It's nothing in the real world at this stage of the game, I don't think. The bipod is removable. I'm not going to remove that because I don't want to lose it, to be honest. But it is a nice looking rifle. Pretty good details, nice looking scope. I would say we'll just basically would stop an elephant with this. Easy as. Let's bring that right down. And let's get out his machete, or his wrist machete. And I like to put the machete on this arm for, I don't know, this looks better to me. And that is a very nice wrist machete. It is pretty badass and definitely Dreadnok looking. You can definitely do some damage with that, and I wouldn't want to be sort of behind that or the tail end of that when someone's got a machete like this. So he'll definitely be good with hunting. Right, and then let's have a look at what the card tells you is a shin knife, and that fits right. This is probably as far as I can go, so it comes out like that. Let's bring it down again, and it's bent like that because of the shin, but it is easily straightened out. It is a nice looking knife, I must admit. Sorry about the bent, but it is what it is. Nice looking handle. A Crocodile Dundee was here, and he'll say, no, that's a knife. Right, so I think we'll have a look at his backpack at the moment, and basically it is a quiver, but the card art says it's a backpack. There's a nice looking stitching in this. I think that is like an African sort of sun and some weaving tied around there. Nice long arrows, and that goes really well with his bow, his hunting bow. And that looks pretty similar to like Storm Shadow's bow when he was first released, but it's not, so don't get the two confused. And then next on Gnawgahyde is his hunting hat. You can also see that I have actually improved the paintwork with Gnawgahyde, so I've actually added like the white with the leopard spots and painted that on that sort of brim around his hat, and that's actually lifted up on the left hand side, I believe. So that's a nice looking hat, I must admit, a nice looking traditional hunting hat with that leopard sort of thing around there. Very well done, and it's quite rubbery, so it fits on his head quite well. Okay, now let's look at Gnawgahyde himself. So you can see here he's got his bald head. He's a little bit sun-fade, which is really fortunate, but it is what it is. He's got that evil sort of snarl, and look at that out of it mustache. Like, that is an evil son of a bitch if I've ever seen one. My one has got like a paint missing on his eyebrow, but I kind of like the look of that because it looks like it's kind of scarred. And if you look pretty closely, yeah, he's got some evil ass. Also, he's got like his nose is bent, like it's been broken. He has an earring on his left hand side. He has a leopard sort of vest or cheetah going down. He also has a necklace with teeth and dog tags. He's a very muscular man. He has basically got the arm that is quite muscular as well. And he also has a Cobra. Has a G.I. Joe. Come on, camera, focus. There you go. Has a G.I. Joe with a cross off that, so it's negative G.I. Joe. As I said before, he's actually quite muscular. Going down, he has himself a tactical belt with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 grenades, and I would say that's probably like a stun grenade or a snow grenade. Oh, smoke grenade, sorry. I would say it's probably a stun grenade. He's got himself like a cargo jean pants. Going down, he has himself really high black boots. And he has a holster with some bullets, which I'll probably eventually paint afterwards, on his right side. And he has his his sheath for his knife on his left side. And you can see that I repaired that. And it doesn't look like it's out of place. And also at the back, he has another dagger at the back. And you can see I painted that as well. On his arm, he has this out of it sort of like webbing with spikes on there. And he has himself a wristband with the same spikes as well. Okay, let's have a look at the articulation of Gnawgahyde. So he's on a ball joint head, so you can look down and up. That's right and that's left. Piece of cake. He's got a swivel arm, so you can swivel that around. He also has a swivel at the bicep. He can also bend his arm at, say, 90 degrees. And same with this arm as well. He's held together by a rubber O-ring, so you can do like a bit of a swivel ab crunch. Sweet. He can, once again, that's as far as I'm going to go with these old G.I. Joes. I'm not going to stress that. And if you look there, there is something that's in stress mark where his crutch is, so I don't want to force it. Right, so he can lift his leg up about 90 degrees, sorry about the rusty screw, and bend his knee. Wrist is really tight, so there you go, at 90 degrees. I was shitting bricks with that one. So just have a look, you can see that it says 1999 Hasbro, and put that down, and it should say on the back, if it focus, made in China H1. I wonder if H1 means like Hasbro 1. Alright, so let's put all Gnawgahydes into full gear and let's have a quick nosy at his file card. 1 minute, I forgot to bring out pork belly. So this is pork belly. Now I've actually took the liberty of painting his tongue and blacking out the eyes. It adds a bit more detail to him. He's basically rubbery, pretty cool actually. This is his boar. What a hell of a pet to have actually. I don't have his monkey, Yabu, whatever it is. So I would probably hunt around for something like that. But yeah, at this stage of the game, yeah, he was come with a boar, and unfortunately it wasn't named anyway. As I said before, it's named afterwards because the classified series Gnawgahyde. So let's bring him down there and let's slowly bring him back together with his good buddy Gnawgahyde. And there we are. We have Gnawgahyde with all his equipment back and with pork belly. So I'm going to bring out the file card. And please take your time and read it at your own pleasure.
We've been waiting for so long. We've been waiting for this time to begin. We ain't getting any older. I kind of feel a little younger. Run away and embrace the day. The sun is out, won't go away. Feel the clouds on your shoulder. Touch the sky, feeling bolder. Going out, going out, going all the way. Going out, yeah, yeah. Going out, going out, going out.
Well, that's everybody. That's the end of another Bored and Deadly review. And you can't get any more deadly than this guy here, Gnawgahyde, and don't forget pork belly as well. So you got to ask yourself, why would the Dreadnoks have a poacher on their team? Well, come to think about it, the question I've got to say to myself was, well, the Joe teams have got lots of pets. Well, majority of them got pets like Timber, Freedom, Order, Mutt, Max the Bobcat, and there's a few others as well. So this guy here, Gnawgahyde, will be looking at trying to eliminate most of those pets. So that's a nasty bit of work, if you do say so myself. So let's put him down here at the moment. Don't forget, all of March is the Bored and Deadly reviews or contents, and I really want all you guys to come and enjoy me. Just give me some, on your own channels, just review anything that's bored, and also put that logo up there. Cheers, and hashtag Bored and Deadly. Let's get that campaign up and running hard out. So with that, everybody, I'm going to say it's Dreadnoks, so it's Dreadnoks, and it's see ya. And don't forget, next week I've got a different review, and it's going to be something I haven't done in a while. So, see ya. Bye.